Thanks for the help, by the way. I saw you transferred the money we talked about yesterday. Really appreciate it, Mom.
You're welcome, honey. The transfer went through okay?
Yes, it did. Just checked my account. This is such a relief. Been stressing about the bills all week.
Are you sure everything else is okay? Are you struggling with other bills? I notice this is becoming more frequent.
We're managing, barely, but we are. The car needed repairs last week, too, and I'm really sorry. I hate having to ask you for money. I feel terrible taking money from you when you're living on your retirement, especially when we should be the ones helping you at this point. I promise I'll pay you back when things get better. Hopefully next month things will turn around.
Don't worry about paying it back right away. I understand these things happen sometimes. Your father left me with decent savings, even with just my retirement income. I'm not struggling, so please don't feel too bad.
Oh, I really am sorry. Dad would probably be disappointed in me for not being more responsible. I never thought Violet would be so careless with money. She wasn't like this when we first got together. It's like after we got married, she just started spending differently.
That's okay. But you should probably have a serious conversation with Violet. Money issues can cause big problems in marriages if they're not addressed. I just don't want this to become a pattern, you know?
I understand. I know it's a lot to ask. I did try talking to her last month. I sat her down and tried to go through our expenses together, but it's hard when I'm taking your money. Doesn't give me much credibility. She just got defensive and walked out.
I know it's difficult because she's older than you, but you're still married. You need to be direct, especially when your finances are at stake. Maybe you could make a budget together? Sometimes seeing the numbers can help.
I agree. I've tried showing her our account balance, but she always has an excuse. It's just weird because this spending issue came out of nowhere. I feel like I don't even recognize her spending habits anymore.
People sometimes change after marriage. More security, perhaps? I'm sure Violet isn't a bad person, but being loose with money management is definitely a problem. Have you tried looking at exactly what she's spending on?
You're right. She's not a bad person at all. I love her. I'll try talking to her seriously again. Maybe I need to be more firm this time.
If it's hard for you to bring it up, I could talk to her myself. Sometimes these things are easier coming from someone else. I could frame it as general financial advice.
Thanks, but I don't think that would help. Violet is... Well, she's not really comfortable around you. She gets nervous whenever I mention your name.
I've always wondered why she seems so distant with me. But this isn't really the time to worry about that, is it? You're struggling because of her spending. The financial issues seem more urgent.
I know, but still, if she finds out I talked to you about this, it'll make things worse. Remember how her parents died when she was young? She says she doesn't really know how to act around mothers because of that. She never had that guidance growing up. If you get involved, it might just make things worse. She might feel like we're ganging up on her. I know you want to be close with her, but please let me handle this. I'll find the right moment to talk to her.
All right. I understand her background makes it complicated. I don't want to overstep my boundaries anyway. I've always wished she felt more comfortable with me, but I respect her feelings. I'll leave it to you.
Sorry for always making you worry. I shouldn't be dumping all our problems on you. You've done so much already.
Don't worry about that. That's what family is for. A mother is always happy when her children need her, no matter how old they get. I just want to see you both happy and secure.
Thanks. You're the best mom anyone could ask for.
Just make sure you do what you promised. Have that serious talk with Violet, and let me know how it goes, okay?
Will do. I'll try talking to her after work today. I'll let you know what happens.
Violet? Good morning. Sorry to bother you so early. Are you available? I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I just realized how early it is. This is surprising. You never text me directly. Is something wrong? Is Greg okay? Nothing serious. I was just wondering how you're doing. Everything's fine with Greg as far as I know. Am I being a bother? I've been meaning to check in with you for a while. Not at all. I just dropped Greg off at work and finished most of the housework, so I'm actually free. I was just about to make some coffee. That's good to hear. I've been meaning to reach out more often. So how are things? Are you and Greg getting along okay? He mentioned you've both been busy lately. I guess so. We're doing fine, I think. Work keeps him pretty occupied these days. That's good. I remember when his father used to work those long hours. Any other concerns or problems? I'm happy to listen if there's anything you want to talk about. Sometimes it helps to have another perspective. Not really. I don't think we have any issues that would need your help. We handle most things on our own. Besides, you must be busy enough on your own. You shouldn't worry about us, too. I know you have your book club and community activities. Really, it's no trouble. My schedule is pretty flexible these days. Don't worry about me. If anything's bothering you, I'd like to know. I care about you both, you know. Well, there's nothing specific right now. Everything's pretty standard. You're being pretty pushy today. Have I given you reason to worry? Did Greg say something? Actually, Greg came to me about money issues. He seemed pretty concerned. I know thinking about finances can be stressful. I thought maybe we could talk about it. Greg did? That's surprising. I didn't know he was worried about that. Though we have fought about money, so I guess it makes sense. What exactly did he tell you? Money matters are really between husband and wife. I don't want to interfere too much. Every household handles things differently. I wasn't sure if I should say anything, but I thought maybe I could help somehow. I've had my share of financial challenges over the years. I appreciate the thought, but I'm working on it in my own way. We each have our own approach to these things. I understand that. Everyone handles money differently. But transitioning from single life to marriage can be difficult, and there might be some areas that aren't working well. It took me and Greg's father years to find a system that worked for us. Interesting. I actually thought we were doing pretty good with our finances. I keep track of everything in a spreadsheet. Have you been able to save anything? Even a small emergency fund? It might be difficult with your current lifestyle. I don't mean to pry, but saving early makes such a difference. I mean, we definitely live within our means. I think I have a good grasp on what we can and can't afford. Our rent isn't cheap, but we manage. But you need to think ahead, too, not just about the present. It's important to start building savings now. There will be a lot of expenses down the road, especially if you're planning on having children someday. That's true. We haven't really talked about kids yet, but I know they're expensive. Wait, are you suggesting that I need to cut back on spending? Is that what this is about? Well, yes. To put it plainly, that's what I'm saying. I hope I'm not overstepping. To be honest, I'm not really good at that sort of thing. I try, but there always seems to be something we need. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Small changes can make a difference. Just small things like buying a little less or choosing slightly cheaper ingredients when cooking. Those small changes can really add up. Even cutting out a few luxuries here and there. Well, I guess I'll try. I hadn't realized this was such a concern. I'll see what I can do. Maybe look at our budget again. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping. I really don't mean to criticize. I might sound like a nag, but it really is for your future. I just want what's best for you both. I'll do what I can. I appreciate the advice, but please don't worry too much about us. You've got enough on your plate, and stressing about our situation won't help anyone. We'll figure it out. Violet? Isn't Greg supposed to be off work today? I've been trying to reach him for the past hour. I tried calling, but it goes straight to voicemail. If he's with you, could you ask him to text me back? It's nothing urgent. I just wanted to talk to him. Greg's not home today. He left early this morning. I'm here by myself, actually. Did you need something? He mentioned meeting some colleagues, I think. I see. That's odd. He told me he'd be home today. I wanted to talk to him about something, but it can wait, I suppose. I can try calling him if you want. He sometimes forgets to check his messages when he's out. He might pick up if I call a few times. Or I could let him know you're looking for him when he gets back. That's okay. Don't trouble yourself. Actually, I wanted to talk to you too, so this works out. Is now still a good time to chat? I won't take up too much of your time. Sure, I'm free. Like I said earlier, I'm just hanging out at home. The laundry can wait. What did you want to talk about? Is everything okay? This might seem abrupt, but I've been thinking about our situation. I've decided to stop providing financial assistance. I just transferred the money for this month, so consider this the last installment. I hope you understand. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean, this month's money? I'm confused here. What financial assistance? Excuse me? Violet, I don't appreciate this joke. There's no way Greg hasn't told you about this, about the money I've been sending. Told me what? No, he hasn't told me anything. Seriously, what's going on? I have no idea what you're referring to. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. I'm trying to understand what's happening here. Who manages the household finances? Is it Greg? Do you split the responsibility? No, it's me. I handle all the accounts and I have all the bank information. I pay all the bills and balance our budget, but I don't know anything about any assistance. This is the first I'm hearing about it. Are you playing dumb? I'm finding this hard to believe. Greg came to me saying you were overspending, and they were struggling financially, so I've been giving him money for the past several months. Greg said what? That I've been overspending? Is this for real? I'm the one who's been trying to keep us on budget. Very real. I've sent nearly $3,000 over the last few months. Don't tell me you're going to claim innocence at this point. Do you know how much money I've given already? This is ridiculous. I can't believe we're having this conversation. Look, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting ambushed out of nowhere. I had no idea you were sending us money. Greg spent a large sum recently, and I've actually been cutting back on my spending because of it. I've been worried about our finances, but not because of my spending. Hold on. What do you mean Greg spent a large sum? I haven't heard anything about that. What did he spend it on? Didn't we discuss this last month, when I called you about our argument? No, we didn't. We haven't discussed anything like that. Yes, we did. When I had that fight with Greg about money, about the $800 charge I couldn't account for. I thought you already knew about all this. I specifically remember mentioning it to you. I thought that was about your overspending habits when Greg talked to you about it. He said he was going to talk to you, so I assumed that's what he meant. He told me you two had a discussion about budgeting. No, we never had that conversation. He never brought up anything about my spending being an issue. I don't know anything about assistance or what you're talking about. I'm honestly confused by all these things I'm just now hearing about. This is all news to me. This morning, when I mentioned cutting back, you thought we were talking about something else? Not about your alleged overspending? I thought you were just giving advice for when we had kids in the future. General financial advice, not targeted criticism. That's why I agreed to try cutting back. I had no idea you thought I was the one causing financial problems. So that's what happened. I think we've been misunderstanding each other. This is getting confusing. I need to process this. I agree. I'm lost too. I feel like Greg has been telling us different stories. We need to talk to Greg to figure this out. This doesn't add up at all. Can you reach out to him? See if he'll respond to you? I can try, but honestly, he probably won't respond. He's been ignoring my calls a lot lately. It's been like this a lot lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home until very late. Don't you at least know where he goes? Does he tell you where he's spending his time? Maybe you could check there. This isn't like Greg at all. That's the thing. He just leaves without saying anything. Says he's with the guys or working late. I know this might be inappropriate to tell you, but this happens a lot. That's why I'm always home alone. I've been dealing with this for months. Hey, Violet. I think we need to talk more about this. Would you like to come over to my house now? We could have dinner and sort this out. Your house? Really? You want me to come over? I think we might be misunderstanding a lot of things. Let's talk it through. I think we need to compare notes, and we can have dinner together, too. I appreciate the invitation, but are you sure? I wouldn't want to impose. Don't be shy. I think it's important we clear this up. Unless there's some reason you can't come. Or maybe you just don't want to have dinner with me. It's okay if that's the case. No, it's not that. It's just that I thought you... Well, I didn't think you'd want me in your home. What is it? Why would you think that? I don't understand. Have I ever given you that impression? Greg told me you don't really like me, that you think I'm not good enough for him. That's why I've been trying not to contact you. He said you'd prefer it if we kept our distance. He said what? Violet, that's absolutely not true. If anything, I've always wanted to build a better relationship with you. I've been trying to reach out for years. Really? He told me you thought I was too controlling. Of course. You're married to my son. Wanting to be close to you is only natural. I've always hoped we could be friends. That's such a relief. I always thought you didn't like me. I've been so anxious every time Greg mentioned you. We definitely need to clear up these misunderstandings. I want to apologize for the confusion, and I'd like to hear more about this large sum Greg supposedly spent. What do you say? We can talk openly, just the two of us. You're right. I'll be there in 30 minutes. There seem to be a lot of misunderstandings, and I'd like to clear them up too. I think we have a lot to talk about.
Hey, Mom, have you seen Violet? I can't reach her on her phone. I came home this morning and she wasn't there, and I can't reach her. She's not answering texts or calls.
Yes, she's here. She stayed for dinner last night and ended up spending the night. We had a lot to talk about.
I see. That's weird. I checked with all her friends, but nobody knew where she was, so I thought she might be there. She didn't tell me she was going to your place.
How considerate of you, checking with her friends and all. Violet seems to be quite tired. She's still sleeping. We stayed up talking late into the night. Had a lot to catch up on.
Huh, that's strange. I didn't think you two were that close. Never seen you hang out before. It's surprising since there's always been some distance between you. What did you two talk about anyway?
Not at all. The distance was never my choice. I've always wanted to have a good relationship with Violet. You know that. I've tried reaching out many times.
I know you wanted that, but Violet was uncomfortable with you, right? That's what she always told me. That's why I never pushed for you two to spend time together.
That's not the case at all. To be honest, I was surprised by how well we got along. It's almost like we've been kept apart intentionally. We had so much in common to talk about. So many shared experiences.
You and Violet have things in common? That's a surprise. Is it like clothes and stuff? Girl talk? What did you two find to talk about for so long?
Nothing that cute, I'm afraid. We mostly talked about you and the interesting stories you've been telling each of us.
Me? Oh, God, that's embarrassing. Mom, if she complained about me or something, just forget it. It would be mortifying if you knew that kind of stuff. You know how couples fight sometimes.
Well, we talked about a lot of things. Your childhood, your marriage, your finances. And thanks to our conversation, we were able to clear up misunderstandings between us. Many, many misunderstandings.
Misunderstandings? What happened? What did she tell you?
You wouldn't believe how many there were. For instance, how we both thought the other person didn't like us. Isn't that strange? Both thinking the exact same thing.
But that's not a misunderstanding, is it? That's actually true. Violet has always been uncomfortable around you.
Or so you wanted us to believe. You deliberately lied to make us think that, didn't you? You told her I didn't like her and told me she was uncomfortable with me.
Lies? Come on, Mom! Why would I need to lie about something like that? There's nothing for me to gain. I was just trying to keep the peace.
So we wouldn't talk to each other frequently, because if we did, your lies would be exposed pretty quickly, like they have been now.
What would be exposed? You're scaring me. Are you angry or something? You're acting really weird.
I'm not angry, just appalled, disappointed. I never imagined you'd use the money I sent you for that kind of entertainment. Did you really think we wouldn't figure it out?
What kind? I don't know what you're talking about. I've been using it for living expenses, like I said. Bills, groceries, utilities. I feel bad that I had to make you cover for Violet's spending, but you agreed to it. You said you wanted to help.
If only you'd really used it for living expenses. But spending it all at strip clubs? Really? Did you enjoy drinking alcohol bought with money you swindled from your own mother? How could you do that to me? To Violet?
Is that what Violet told you? Do you really believe that? She's making things up to cover for her own spending.
What? You don't trust your own wife? The woman who meticulously tracks every penny of your household budget?
It's not that I don't trust her, but she doesn't understand how stressful my job is. I haven't told you this, but Violet often lies. She'll say anything to protect herself. So I'm worried you might be getting manipulated. She can be very convincing.
I am absolutely disgusted. How dare you speak about your wife that way, trying to make her the villain in your story? Why did you even marry her, if she's such a terrible person as you claim?
Because I love her, obviously, despite her flaws. But even someone you love has flaws, right? That's just one part of her I don't like. Nobody's perfect.
So I'm mistaken about what I saw with my own eyes? The bank statements Violet showed me? Right after you and Violet got married, you racked up debt. Violet is actually very methodical, you know. She keeps detailed financial records with receipts attached. That debt also came from strip clubs, apparently. Care to explain that?
Okay, yes, I messed up back then. That was a mistake. We even discussed divorce over it, but I changed after that. I swore I would never do it again.
What you changed wasn't your heart, but where you got your money from. You couldn't touch the household finances without risking divorce, so you started taking money from your mother's retirement instead. Did you think I wouldn't notice eventually?
Mom, are you choosing Violet over your own son? Your flesh and blood? Yes, I made that mistake, but Violet is responsible for this situation. If she wasn't so controlling with money, I wouldn't need to blow off steam.
Of course I want to believe my son. Any mother would.
See? Violet could be lying about all this. She could have faked those statements.
So I made sure to investigate thoroughly. I didn't just take her word for it.
What? Investigate? What does that mean?
That's right. With Violet's help, I checked with your supervisor and coworkers to verify everything. They were quite forthcoming.
What? What the hell are you doing? You talked to my boss? That's crossing a serious line even for family. How could you embarrass me like that?
It's less of a violation than stealing money from your family. According to them, you've been quite the big spender lately. Frequently visiting your favorite strip club after work. The one on 7th Street?
So what if I do? I work hard and I need to unwind sometimes. All the guys do it. It's not a big deal.
I thought you were struggling with finances. Or was I mistaken and you were actually asking me to fund your strip club visits? Which is it, Greg?
That was just a momentary lapse in judgment. I wasn't planning to spend it. Things just got out of hand. I was going to pay it back.
I'm done with your excuses. Your strip club funding is officially over. And Violet and I went to the county clerk's office today. We picked up divorce papers. I think it's for the best.
Divorce papers? Mom, please don't do this. We can work this out. What kind of mother pushes her son toward divorce? This isn't right.
Too bad for you. She's right here. She can read everything you're saying. Violet has already filled out her portion of the divorce papers, so you just need to complete your part. It shouldn't take long.
So Violet is really on board with this? After everything we've been through? I bet you forced her to sign. She wouldn't do this on her own.
After being betrayed twice, did you really expect her to forgive you? What planet are you living on? She deserves better than this.
Fine, I messed up. I'll pay back all the money, every penny. But please tell Violet to reconsider the divorce. I love her. I really do.
Returning money you took under false pretenses is the bare minimum. Just so you know, we're also considering legal action. Don't think you can run away from this. This isn't just going to disappear.
So my own mother is going to destroy her son's marriage and take his money? That's not what a parent should do. Dad would never have done this to me.
Then, effective immediately, I disown you. Now I'm not your parent anymore, so problem solved. You made your choices. Now live with them.
You're lying. You wouldn't throw away your son so easily. You're just angry right now.
Violet said the same thing, that cutting you off completely might be going too far. She has more compassion for you than you deserve.
Huh? Violet said that? She defended me?
Despite being betrayed twice, she doesn't have the confidence to continue as your wife. But she said you'd have no one to support you if I cut you off too. She was worried about what would happen to you.
She's worried about me? Even after all this?
That's the kind of woman you betrayed. That's why I'll never forgive you. Violet may have had hesitations about my decision, but I don't. I won't help someone who betrayed such a good woman, someone who lied to both of us repeatedly.
But what am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go? I can't afford the apartment on my own.
What do you think? Take responsibility for your actions. Face the consequences like an adult. When she found out about your betrayal, she was laughing and crying at the same time. Do you know how painful that was to watch? The only way to make up to Violet is to face the consequences. Maybe someday, years from now, you can rebuild some trust.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just got carried away. Please, Mom, I need help, not punishment.
You've been lying and manipulating both of us for months. That's not getting carried away. That's a calculated deception.
I'm sorry. I really am. What can I do to fix this?
Start by signing the divorce papers. Then work out a payment plan for the money you owe, and get some help for whatever is driving this behavior.
Can I at least talk to Violet, face to face?
That's up to her. I won't force her to see you.
Just tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I love her.
I'll pass along your message, but don't expect miracles. I participated in the divorce proceedings as Violet's ally and witnessed the end of Greg and Violet's marriage. Since Violet had nowhere to go after the divorce, having lost her parents years ago, I invited her to stay at my house temporarily. Now that we've cleared up all the misunderstandings that kept us apart, we're getting to know each other better and living peacefully together. We're pursuing damages from Greg in the divorce settlement, and he signed a written agreement to repay me as well. Not taking legal action against him was my last act of motherly love, but I pray I won't regret that decision. Of course, despite cutting ties with him, he's still my son. A child is always precious to their parent, no matter how disappointing they might be. We only see each other when he comes to make payments at my house, but through this experience, I hope Greg will learn and change. I'll continue watching over him from a distance.
Hey, kiddo, how's it going? I know it's been a while since I mentioned having something important to talk about.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you did say that. Mom hasn't come home yet, has she?
No, she's supposed to be on that business trip until tomorrow, right? That's why I've been making dinner.
Right. Thanks for that. The pasta last night was really good.
Glad you liked it. I tried that new sauce recipe.
It was great. Better than the frozen meals we usually have when Mom's away.
I'm trying my best, though nobody beats your mom's cooking.
True. I miss her food.
So, about what I wanted to talk about.
Sorry, Dad. I'm still at the library finishing my science project. But what did you want to talk to me about? Now I'm really curious. Important talk? Sounds scary. Please tell me now. I've been anxious all day thinking about it.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's not fair to keep you wondering.
Huh? Is it something serious? You keep apologizing. You're making me nervous, Dad.
It's about Emma. I mean, Mom. She's not actually on a business trip. She's not away for work at all.
What? What do you mean? Did she tell you something different?
This is going to shock you, but Mom's been cheating. I didn't know how to tell you.
No way. That can't be true. Are you sure about this? That's a serious accusation.
It is true, I swear. I wouldn't make something like this up, Lily. Wasn't Mom's business trip near Grandma and Grandpa's place?
Yeah? She usually stays at your grandmother's instead of a hotel. Says it saves money and she gets to visit them.
Call Grandma and check if Mom's actually there, but don't mention the cheating. Her parents don't know anything about this. I don't want to upset them unnecessarily.
This is all a joke, right? Some kind of prank? Because if it is, it's not funny.
Do you think I'd joke about something like this? I wish it was a joke. I've been sick about it for days.
But Mom is always so kind. She thinks about us, and even though she's busy with work, she still takes care of everything at home. Cheating means she's seeing another man, right? Mom doesn't even have time for that. Between her job and taking care of us, when would she even have the opportunity?
Mom has her job, doesn't she? She works overtime and goes on business trips. Meeting someone isn't that hard to arrange. She's been working late more often lately, remember? And those weekend conferences? I know, it's devastating. I didn't want to believe it either. Sorry I had to tell you this, but Lily, I'm going to divorce Mom. That's why I wanted you to know.
Know what? What are you talking about? I'm confused.
You have to decide who to live with, me or Mom. After the divorce, I mean. You will have to choose between me and Mom.
What? I can't just decide that right now. This is all so sudden. I need time to process.
Yeah, I get it. Mom and I both love you so much. I'm really sorry to force such a terrible choice on you. No kid should have to choose between their parents. I'm sorry that you had to find out this way.
I'm not feeling well. Can I rest for a bit? My head is spinning from all this.
Yeah, sorry about all this, dropping this on you suddenly. Take all the time you need. I understand it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, I'd rather not think about anything right now. But if Mom betrayed us, I'll probably go with you. At least I think so. Sorry, I still need more time to think. This changes everything I thought I knew.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm glad to hear you say that. Even if you change your mind later, I won't blame you at all. I just want what's best for you.
Oh, sorry you have to deal with me being upset too.
You're just a kid. You shouldn't have to handle adult problems. I'll be okay as long as I have you. You know you matter the most to me. It's sad, though. I never thought our family would break up like this. But please don't tell Mom that I told you about this. We're still gathering evidence of Mom's affair. Once we have proof, we'll confront her together.
I understand. I won't say anything to her. I'm gonna lie down in my room for a while. This is just too much right now.
Don't push yourself too hard. If things get tough, you can talk to me about anything. I'm here for you no matter what. We'll get through this together.
I appreciate that. You're a good dad, you know that? I'm lucky to have you.
Hey, Lily, do you have any idea what time it is? It's nearly midnight. Come home right now.
Ugh, so annoying. I'm with my friends. It's not that late.
Excuse me? You're breaking curfew and that's your response? Your curfew is 10 p.m. on school nights and you know it. I've been worried sick.
Yeah, whatever. Stop acting like you care so much.
You know you're late, so why aren't you home yet? Come home right now. I've called you 5 times already. This isn't like you, Lily.
I'm on my way, but you're being so naggy, calling me over and over. It's seriously annoying. Jeez, can't I have any freedom?
What's gotten into you? You've been so hostile toward me lately. Did something happen at school? You can talk to me about anything, you know.
Nothing. Nothing happened. Just leave me alone.
Nothing? You don't even say hello to me anymore. You've been different since I got back from my business trip. You go straight to your room when you get home from school. Am I imagining things? I miss our talks, Lily.
You're just being paranoid. I just want to be alone right now. Is that so hard to understand? Not everything is about you.
But you act normal around Dad. I saw you two laughing together yesterday. Did I do something wrong? If there's something bothering you, I'd like you to tell me. We've always been able to talk about things.
I don't know. Just leave me alone. Stop trying to act like a mom. It's gross. You don't deserve to call yourself that.
Gross? What's really going on here? I've never heard you talk like this before. If I did something wrong, I'll apologize. But it hurts to be ignored and spoken to like this every day when I don't understand why. Please tell me what's wrong. I can't fix it if I don't know what it is.
Why? Just stop. Seriously. You care more about other things than your family, don't you? You don't really care about me or Dad, so why are you pretending to care now? It's all fake, isn't it?
What are you talking about? Nothing in this world is more important to me than family. You and your father mean everything to me. Where is this coming from? Wait, did Dad say something to you?
What about Dad? Isn't Dad important to you? If he was, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. By the way, I'm going with Dad. Let's stop pretending to be a happy family. I know everything. All of it.
Know everything? What exactly do you know? I'm completely lost here, Lily. Please help me understand what's happening.
Yeah, Dad told me. He told me everything.
Dad told you? What exactly did he tell you? Because I'm getting very concerned now.
That you're cheating. That you've been lying about your business trips. That you're seeing someone else.
What? I'm not. I would never do something like that. I love our family more than anything. Who would I even be cheating with?
Stop lying. Just tell me the truth. For once in your life, be honest. You don't want to be the bad guy. Or maybe you just don't want me to know. You're worried about your perfect mom image.
That's not it. I really am not cheating. I swear on everything I hold dear. Someone is lying to you, Lily.
Huh? What? So Dad is lying? Why would he make up something like that?
That would be the case, yes. I don't know why he would say such things, but they're absolutely not true.
But I called Grandma. When Mom goes on business trips to her hometown, you always stay at Grandma's, right? But when I called during your last business trip, you weren't there. I verified it myself. Grandma said she hadn't seen you in weeks. What's going on? This makes no sense. Someone is lying, and I don't know who to believe anymore.
That last business trip was a lie, but I wasn't cheating. There's more to this story than you know. I should have been honest from the start.
Then why? Please explain. If you weren't cheating, then what were you doing? Where were you really? Why would you lie about a business trip?
Lily, I'm so sorry. I know it must have been shocking to hear all this from Dad. I know it's confusing. You must feel like your whole world is upside down right now. But I am not having an affair. During that business trip, I was actually staying at a hotel, thinking about my future with Dad. I needed some time alone to think.
I don't understand. So you weren't cheating, but you're thinking about divorce? That doesn't make sense either. Why would you need to be alone to think about that?
Yes, but not exactly. It's complicated, Lily. Sometimes adult relationships become very difficult.
Stop being vague. I've answered all your questions honestly. Now it's your turn to tell me everything. The whole truth. No more lies. I deserve that much.
You're right. I understand. You do deserve the truth. Dad will be home late tonight, so I'll explain everything when you get home. Face to face, not over text. I know it's hard to believe over text messages. This isn't a conversation we should have this way. It's getting dark, so please come home safely. I'll have hot tea waiting for you. And answers, I promise.
Fine. I'll be there in 20 minutes, but I still don't know if I can trust you.
Lily, we're going to have a talk with Mom tonight, and I want you to be there. I think it's time we cleared the air about everything. I want you to tell her yourself which one of us you want to live with. Have you made your decision?
I think so.
Sorry for putting you through this. No child should have to choose between their parents.
I understand. It's not your fault.
From now on, I'll protect you with everything I've got, and we'll kick that traitor Mom out of our house. We don't need her. The two of us will be just fine.
Excuse me? You're the one who cheated, asshole! What are you talking about? How dare you?
Huh? What's with the sudden attitude? Where is this coming from? Lily, what's going on?
You really had me fooled. I'll never forgive you for this. You used me against Mom. That's unforgivable.
Whoa, wait a minute. Why are you angry at me? Mom's the one who cheated. Why are you saying such terrible things to me? I'm your father, Lily.
You're completely hopeless. You broke your promise with Mom. You were supposed to keep the affair a secret from me, weren't you? I heard you agreed not to tell me so I wouldn't get hurt, but you couldn't even do that.
What? Huh? Did Mom tell you that? She's the one who suggested it in the first place. She's turning this around on me. This is exactly what she does.
Mom might have suggested it, but you broke the promise. You cheated on Mom and that's why you're getting divorced, right? But Mom decided not to tell me the real reason, was going to say it was because of irreconcilable differences. She did that to protect me. But you told me Mom was cheating. Why did you lie? What kind of father does that?
Well, you don't understand the whole situation. It's more complicated than that. I was upset and...
Because you didn't want to pay child support, right? I heard you complained about why you should have to pay when Mom has her own income. Is money more important than being honest with your daughter? Is money more important than my trust?
That was just one perspective. It doesn't mean I don't love you. Of course I love you, Lily. You're my daughter. I just didn't think it was fair that...
I can't believe this. You told Mom you're not planning to break up with your mistress, didn't you? And you said if she kept the real reason for divorce from me, you wouldn't ask her to pay damages for the affair. That sounds like blackmail to me. You were using me as a pawn in your sick game.
No, that's not true. Mom is manipulating you. She's twisting everything to make me look bad. You can't believe everything she says.
Seriously? You didn't show me a single piece of evidence that Mom was cheating. Isn't that proof that she wasn't? If you had evidence, you would have shown me, right? But there was none because it was all a lie.
I couldn't do that. How could I show you evidence of an affair? You're still in middle school. Even if I had evidence, I wouldn't show something like that to you. What kind of father would I be? I was trying to protect you.
I have to decide which parent to live with. It's weird that I don't have any information to make that decision. I may be in middle school, but I'm mature enough to think for myself. If you respected me at all, you would have been honest. Mom showed me. And it turns out that the one who is cheating is you. I saw the messages. I saw the pictures.
She showed you that? How could she do that to you? That's inappropriate.
Mom was kind about it. She only showed me pictures of you walking with another woman. Nothing explicit or inappropriate. But she also let me talk to a lawyer, and she's clearly thinking about my future more than you are. She wants me to understand what's happening, not manipulate me.
I think about your future too. Don't you see? I was trying to give you a stable home with someone who would be there for you all the time.
If you did, we wouldn't be in this situation. And now you're trying to get custody of me and kick Mom out of the house? Whoever I choose to live with gets to keep the house, right? So I won't have to change schools. That's what this was all about, wasn't it? The house, the money, your girlfriend.
Dad can make you happier than Mom can. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but it's true. I made a mistake, but I still love you.
How can you say that after you cheated, after you lied to me, after you tried to turn me against the one parent who was actually being honest?
I thought you needed a more traditional mother figure. Mom might have tried her best with housework, but she's busier than other moms. You must have felt lonely. My girlfriend could be there for you all the time. She doesn't work. She could take care of you.
Yes, Mom is busy with work, and when I was little, sometimes I did feel lonely. But she gave me so much love that it made up for it. She never missed a school event. She helped with homework. She made time. I've always wanted to be like her. Strong, independent, loving.
Dad tried his best too. I was there for you too. Don't I get any credit for that?
I know that. But after all this, I can't trust you anymore. The more I hear, the more it seems like you only cared about your mistress. After divorcing Mom, you were planning to live with her, weren't you? What about my feelings? Suddenly living with someone I don't know? Someone who helped break up my family?
I thought you'd like her once you got to know her. She's really nice, Lily, and she likes kids. She's been wanting to meet you.
That's just what you think. You never asked me what I wanted. You just assumed I'd go along with your plan. If I hadn't found out the truth and chose to live with you, I would have regretted it. I would have hated you forever. Did you ever think about that?
Lily, Dad's been thinking about everything too. Don't say things like that. You're hurting me.
You're the one making me say these things. How can you not understand that? You're an adult. This is unbelievable. You caused all of this, and now you're acting like the victim?
If you live with Dad, we can be a family of 3 again. You'd be happier with a mom who stays home and waits for you every day. Someone who can make you breakfast every morning. Don't you want that?
If that's what you think, why did you marry a woman who wants to work? You knew Mom was career-focused from the beginning. You should have married someone who wanted to be a stay-at-home mom from the beginning. You can't change people into who you want them to be.
When I met Mom, I thought she was the one. I didn't mind her working then. Things change. People change.
I see. You're human too, and I understand that people's feelings can change. I may not fully understand it yet, but maybe falling for someone else happens sometimes. But lying to me and trying to trick me is different. That's not something I can just accept. That was a choice you made.
I'm sorry, Lily. Please forgive me. I'm really sorry. I never meant to hurt you. I just wanted what was best for everyone.
You're the one hurting me the most. Don't ask for forgiveness so easily. It's making me even more angry. You think a simple sorry fixes everything? After what you did?
Lily, Dad keeps messing up, but from now on, I'll put you first. I promise things will be different. Please live with me. I won't make you feel lonely. We can start fresh.
Because there'll be a new mom? Someone to replace the woman who raised me? Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No! I'll come home early every day, and I'll let you have whatever you want and do whatever you want. I'll change my work schedule. I'll be more present. Just give me a chance.
If you could come home earlier, why haven't you been doing that all along? Why did it take a divorce for you to decide to be a better father? And what I want is to have a happy life with you and Mom. So there's only one thing you can do for me. One thing that would actually prove you care.
One thing? Anything, Lily. Just name it.
If you truly want me to be happy, pay the child support. You can at least do that, right? It should be the easiest since it's just about money. Show me that you care more about my well-being than your wallet.
But, you know, Mom actually earns more than I do. I don't make much, and with the new apartment and everything, it would be really tough financially.
What are you saying? You want to divorce Mom and be with your mistress, right? You broke your promise and tried to trick me, and you're still saying things like that? You still care more about money than doing the right thing? I can't believe I'm hearing this.
I'll apologize as much as you want. You can say whatever you want about me. You can hate me deep down. But could you please tell Mom you've forgiven me? Mom said she wouldn't take child support if you forgave me. This is Dad's last request. Please, Lily, help me out here.
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously, stop it. You're still trying to manipulate me. I'm going to ask Mom to demand every penny of child support and damages from you. Don't ever show your face to me again. Traitor! You're not the father I thought you were.
Lily, please don't do this. I need you in my life.
You should have thought about that before you lied to me.
Lily, I'm heading home now. Just finished the paperwork at the lawyer's office.
Okay. I'm on my way home from school. The math test was easier than I expected. You filed the divorce papers, right? How did it go?
It's all over. Everything's official now. I'm so sorry for putting you through all this. I really am sorry. No child should have to deal with their parents' divorce.
It's okay. You had it the hardest, Mom. I did feel pretty awful, though. For a while, I thought you were the one who did something wrong, but I'm glad I wasn't tricked into going with Dad. That's enough for me. At least I know the truth now.
But it's my fault things got so complicated. I keep thinking I should have just told you the truth from the beginning. Maybe then you wouldn't have had to go through that confusion. I'm really sorry. I was trying to protect you, but I ended up making things worse.
You were thinking about protecting me, weren't you? So it's fine. You were trying to do what was best for me. Dad was the one who tried to trick me. That's all there is to it. You don't need to apologize for his actions.
But because I wasn't strong enough, We ended up divorced, and I caused you a lot of trouble. Maybe if I had been a better wife, or if I had stayed home more, I wonder if things would have been different.
I don't think that's true. If that's the case, I wasn't strong enough to keep Dad from leaving either. Should I blame myself too? That doesn't make sense, does it?
That's not true. There's nothing wrong with you. None of this is your fault. Don't ever think that. You're perfect just as you are.
Then the same goes for you, Mom. Dad found someone else he liked and his thinking was just messed up. That's all there is to it when you put it into words. He made his choices, not you, not me.
You're right. When you just say it like that, it's a simple story. You're so wise for your age, Lily. Sometimes I think you're more mature than I am.
But it still hurts, doesn't it? I don't know if hurt is the right word, but I feel like something's been taken from us.
Yeah, it does hurt. We've lost something important, but we still have each other. He turned out to be that kind of person, so I don't regret the divorce. I just regret that you had to experience this pain.
Hey, Mom, let's go to that all-you-can-eat cake place to cheer up. The one on Main Street with the chocolate fountain. At times like this, sweet things are the best medicine. My treat from my savings.
You're right. Let's eat until our stomachs hurt. Maybe then we'll forget all the bad stuff. But I'll pay. Save your money for something fun.
Now that you're done with Dad, you could start dating again. You're single now, after all. And you're still young and pretty. There must be decent guys out there.
Not so fast. I don't want to think about dating for a while. Maybe not for a long time. I'd rather spend more time with you. We've missed out on a lot of mother-daughter time with everything that's been going on.
Mom, thank you for always putting me first. Then take me on a trip when I get into high school, somewhere with a beach.
That sounds wonderful. We'll relax at a nice resort. Just the two of us. Maybe Hawaii or Okinawa. Start researching places you'd like to go.
Yes! That'll help me get through all the studying for entrance exams. I'll work extra hard knowing there's a vacation waiting for me.
Lily, thank you for believing in me. I'm so glad I have you. Just having you makes me feel happy, even on the darkest days.
Same here. You've given me so much love. That's why I turned out decent. Otherwise, I might have believed Dad's lies more easily. But I'm not completely a kid anymore, you know? From now on, no more secrets. Otherwise, I might go through another rebellious phase. And trust me, neither of us wants that.
Yes, you're right. I'll make sure to talk to you about everything. I won't make a decision on my own anymore. We're a team, you and me. Partners.
Good. I'll always be on your side, Mom. Through everything.
Me too. I've been on your side since the day you were born, and I always will be. Do all the things you love. I'll work hard for anything you need. Your education, your hobbies, your dreams. I want you to have it all.
Thank you, Mom. But let's work hard together from now on. I can get a part-time job when I'm in high school to help out. We'll be happier than Dad ever was. He's going to regret losing us.
Don't worry about money, Lily. Focus on your studies. We'll be just fine. I promise.
I know we will, because we have each other. After that, I met up with Mom after she filed the divorce papers at City Hall, and we went out for cake. The cake was delicious, but it had a slightly bittersweet taste. We were laughing and almost crying while eating, so the other customers probably thought we were a strange mother and daughter. But both Mom and I knew that our normal happy days would return tomorrow. We're not the type to dwell on things. Dad is apparently struggling with his payments for my child support and the settlement to his affair partner. Mom's settlement was covered by dividing their assets, but he's still paying damages to his affair partner. Since his mistress was unemployed and had no savings, Dad had to cover her costs. Because of all these financial burdens, things aren't going well between them anymore. Recently, I heard from a mutual friend of my parents that Dad admitted he made a mistake. If he had kept his promise to Mom about not telling me the reason for the divorce, things wouldn't have turned out this way. He's really an idiot with no hope. But though it might seem too forgiving, I plan to forgive him once all the payments are done. Being trapped in hatred and resentment seems bad for my mental health. Forgiving doesn't mean I'll see him again, though. I'm fine with him living somewhere I don't know about. Mom and I are talking more than before and enjoying our daily life. My mom, who works hard while still maintaining household duties and raising me, remains my role model. To be more like her, I'm focusing on my studies first. My dream is to someday repay her for everything. Living with my beloved mom makes me incredibly happy right now.
Hey, Dad, how are you doing today? Are Emily and Rachel taking good care of you? I'm doing all right, and they're looking after me well, so I gladly appreciate it. That's good to hear. I won't be home early today and figured I'll talk to you before you go to bed. What's this about? What do you really want? What do you mean? It's rare for you to message me directly. We live together. You never text me. Must be something. What is it? You usually only text Rachel or Emily if you need anything. If you need to talk to me via text, that usually means you need to talk to me about something. What, I can't check in? You rarely do, so this is a bit surprising. It's just a little bit out of the ordinary. I just wanted to chat before you go to bed. Nothing weird about that, right? Let me guess, another money discussion? Something at least to do with money, it has to be. Why would you think that? The only time you message me is when it's about money. You never message just to check on me or even talk to me. I know there's a reason. You know, I am old, but I'm still your dad. Hey, don't make it sound so bad. When was the last time you messaged just to talk? I message you about other things. Like what? Well, okay, you might have a point. I guess I always contact you when I'm in trouble, huh? Right. Sorry. Money's tight this month. I don't think I can pay you much this month. I feel terrible. Ah, there it is. Finally, there it is. We had a bunch of co-workers' weddings and housewarming gifts hit all at once. If there's a reason, that's fine. I understand. Really? You're not mad? After all, you're living with me to help out and take care of me. It's not a problem. Thank you for being so understanding. I appreciate that. And you know, we moved in with you because we want to help. Do you want to, though? Of course. That's something we want to do. All right. Thank you. Hey, you don't need to worry about that. I will take care of you no matter what. I appreciate that. I feel terrible about it, though. You know you don't need to do that. What are you talking about? We're family and we're here for you. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just... Hey, don't feel guilty. We're family, Dad. Is something bothering you? Well, it's about Rachel. What about Rachel? What is it? Did she say something to bother you? She's been... Go on. What's up? She's helping with your care and everything, right? You're making me worry now. Is she not helping you out? Well, I didn't want to be the one to say this, but... What is it? Okay, I don't think Rachel wants to be here. What makes you say that? Tell me more about it. Well, I know you always tell me that you will always help me, but I don't think she feels the same way. Emily doesn't mind helping out. Why do you say that? Rachel's been leaving everything to Emily, both the housework and your care. What do you mean by that? I probably shouldn't say this since I'm the one being cared for. What is it? But with things as they are, Emily's carrying too much of the burden. She's still in high school, so could you maybe talk to Rachel about it? I'm not in the position to tell her what to do, so I think it would be best if you talk to her. It's complicated. What is complicated? I don't see how it's complicated. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Rachel's already exhausted from adjusting to living together and helping with your care. I don't really know how to go about it. Is she, though? She's doing her best in her own way. Her best seems to involve a lot of shopping trips while Emily is at home taking care of everything, it seems. I know Rachel is your wife, and I don't want to say anything about your relationship, but I need you to think of Emily too, okay? She just needs time to decompress, a little bit of time to collect herself. Of course I understand that. It seems very reasonable. See? It's not so bad, right? But Emily told me she had to quit her club activities to handle everything at home, the poor girl. That was Emily's choice. She said she wanted to do it. She wanted to have more time to be home. Nobody asked her to do that. But did she really have a choice? Of course she did! We didn't make her leave her club, after all. Her own decisions led her there. Sure, we might be pushing Emily a bit hard, but Rachel's in the same boat. I guess so. I mean, they are your family, and you know better than I do. Exactly! I know I'm being unfair, but I am trying my best here, too. So please, don't make too big a deal out of this. I won't make a big deal out of it, don't worry. I'd hate for there to be tension between you and Rachel. That's what I'm worried about, too. It's just been complicated. After all, this situation is my responsibility. I feel terrible about it. I'm sorry I put all of you in this situation. Dad, please don't say that. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Everyone's doing their best to help me. I hope all of you know that I appreciate the help. You don't need to apologize. Please, don't worry too much about it. Thanks, that helps. I'll try talking to Rachel about it anyway. I'll see what I can do to help. Maybe I will help a little more, you know? Yeah, please do. I have been feeling guilty for Emily. I'll find the right moment and I'll talk with her. After I'm gone, you and Rachel will be all Emily has. Dad, come on, don't talk like that. Don't say that ever again. I'm not saying you need to be best friends, but I'd rather there wasn't any bad blood. I just want all of you to have a good relationship. I need to make sure you're all good when I'm gone. Don't talk like that. You've got plenty of time left. It may not be right away, but my health hasn't been great lately, so we all know the time will come sooner or later. Hey, why are you talking about this now? Everyone has ups and downs. You're fine. The doctors say things are likely to get worse, so I want you to know that, okay? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. There's a lot you don't know. Trust me, there is a lot. Well, no one knows exactly when, but I need to know you'll take care of your sister. You'll be fine. I want you to stop thinking about that. And yes, I will take care of her. Don't worry about her. Good. When the time comes, please look after Emily. Of course I will. Emily's my precious little sister. I'll do whatever I can. Will you really? You can count on me. Thank you, son. That's what family is for, right? I'm glad you two have each other.
Hey, Nathan. The doctor just left. Dad won't be able to get out of bed anymore.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all? Dad collapsed. Aren't you worried?
I know he did. When did this happen?
Why aren't you more concerned?
Look, I'm busy at work.
You always say you're busy. You only act nice and careful in front of Dad. You're the worst.
Yeah, whatever. So, Dad's condition, he just can't get out of bed?
What do you mean, just can't get out of bed? Don't you care at all?
Just tell me what the doctor said.
The doctor said he'll probably start having more periods where he's not fully conscious.
How often?
He didn't say exactly. He's awake and conscious right now, but he's not really seeing me. I mean, I don't think he understands what's going on.
Finally?
What does that mean? What do you mean, finally? How can you say that when Dad's in this condition?
Never mind, that's between us.
Between whom? What are you talking about?
But Rachel was home today, right?
Yes, but she left right after the doctor left.
Of course she did.
She probably went out shopping or something. I don't know.
You could say that if you wanted to.
You and Rachel really don't care about Dad at all, do you?
She might play around sometimes, but this time it's different.
Different how? Like, in what way is this different from the other times?
Haven't confirmed yet, but she's probably getting started on moving preparations.
Moving? What do you mean, moving?
Think about it.
What is there to think about?
Come on, you must know. Rachel and I weren't living here and caring for Dad out of the goodness of our hearts.
I know that. You always use work as an excuse to avoid helping with care. And Rachel just did the bare minimum when she was here. She dumped all the housework on me, too.
So why do you think we stayed?
What?
Then why do you think we've been living here? Why stay together when we have no interest in caregiving or housework?
I don't know. Probably so you wouldn't have to pay rent. I don't know what you two are up to.
Seriously? You've always been so stupid.
Stop calling me stupid.
You think we'd put up with all this hassle just to save on rent?
Then why?
We've been doing this for Dad's inheritance.
OMG! I can't believe it. There's absolutely no way.
It's pretty simple. Dad always favored you. You knew that, right?
That's not true.
It would be ridiculous if you got more of the inheritance when he dies.
Is that really all you care about?
So we've been helping with his care to get our fair share.
So you were just basically scoring points? Is that why you two were acting like helping? That's really low. How could you treat your own father like that?
Say what you want. I actually saw Dad's will before, and it said he'd give me some inheritance too.
You went through Dad's things? So all you care about is his money?
What Rachel and I have been doing is working.
You looked at it without permission?
That doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
What matters is he's too weak to change his will now.
You are unbelievable. You and Rachel are the worst people I've ever known.
He can't even think clearly, so there's no way he could change his will. He probably doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't matter what happens now.
You planned this all along, huh?
So there's no point in continuing to care for him. He won't do a thing about it.
I can't believe this. So you're just gonna leave him now? You were just faking it until Dad wasn't capable of taking care of himself?
He's impressive, I'll give him that. He's got more saved up than most people his age. I feel so lucky he's my dad now. All the sweet talk and act we had to put up, it was all worth it. But right now, he's just an old man who can't even live properly without care.
How can you talk about him like that? Why do you think you can talk to him like that?
When he said he wanted to hire a caregiver, we opposed it just to score more points. Then he would think highly of me and Rachel. I knew he'd fall for that.
You opposed it to make me do more work? You want the inheritance that badly?
Are you upset your share is going to be less now?
I never said anything about inheritance. I don't care what he leaves behind. I would rather have him well and alive.
You are such a kid.
I'm not a kid. I am not some child who needs your approval.
Look, we're getting our inheritance for sure now. Sorry, Emily, but you'll have to handle everything from here. You got this, right? I mean, you have been doing everything anyway.
I am still in high school. How am I supposed to manage school while taking care of a bedridden father? I can't do that alone.
You'll figure it out. You'll be all right. That's why we made you quit your club activities. If that's not enough, maybe you should quit school.
That's impossible. What if something happens to Dad?
That would actually be lucky for us. That just means we'd receive money sooner than anticipated.
You are just the worst. I have no words.
The sooner we get the inheritance, the better. Just let me know when Dad passes away. That's all I care about now.
How could you say that?
I'll come by to collect the inheritance. You're on your own now. Hey, Emily, is Dad still alive?
Of course he is. Don't ever say such things again.
Oh, don't be like that. Don't be disrespectful to your brother. You don't have to be like that. Maybe you're too tired.
What the hell do you want from me?
What's wrong with you? Cheer up. Don't be so tense. Maybe you're overdoing it with Dad's care.
You know, just talking with you makes me feel sick. Who do you think is responsible for the situation?
What situation? Dad got old and sick. That's not my fault. It's his fault, if anything. He needs care because he didn't take care of his health.
Really? That's your take on this situation?
We're not to blame. I didn't make him sick or disabled. I had nothing to do with his condition.
We're not to blame? You mean you and Rachel? I'm done. Talking to you is giving me a headache. Seriously.
Oh, so speaking of Rachel, she's pregnant. We'd like to get a house soon. A baby costs a lot and she can't work, so we're trying to budget better and see how we can manage our finances better.
Your finance situation has nothing to do with us, but congratulations.
So how's Dad's condition looking? We were hoping to receive the money soon.
I knew there was a reason you contacted me. I knew it. I can't believe you were really asking me this. But to answer your question, Dad is still doing fine. Thank you for asking. I will let him know you asked about him.
What do you mean he's doing fine? He must have been about to cross the bridge. Do you know how long he's got? I'm just stating facts. He's bedridden and he can't have much time left. So what do you think? Months?
You seem very certain about that.
The doctor said so, right? Remember, I'm getting my inheritance and I want to know when we should be expecting that. That's all.
Are you sure you were receiving anything?
Of course I am.
You think Dad would let you inherit after everything you've done to him? After how you treated him? Don't you think he would not want anything to do with you after how you basically wishing him to die? Thank God he's doing fine and is capable of suing you.
What did you say? What are you talking about, huh? Are you saying he's gonna sue me? How? He can't sue me. He's bedridden. How would he even do that?
Let me ask you this then. Are you absolutely certain he's bedridden?
Okay, look, I don't have time to deal with this. What game are you playing? What the hell are you talking about? Are you losing it from exhaustion or something?
Actually, I'm feeling quite clear-headed. I am doing absolutely fine, and Dad is doing fine as well.
What does that mean?
About Dad being bedridden? That was a lie.
What? What do you mean that was a lie?
Exactly what I said. We did it to get you and Rachel to reveal your true intentions. We weren't sure if it would work, but it did.
What are you talking about? This doesn't make sense. The doctor was at the house. Rachel saw him make the diagnosis.
Did she really see a diagnosis, though? That was his friend playing doctor.
His friend? What the hell? So, both of you just lied to us?
It wasn't much of a diagnosis. He just said he was bedridden.
Okay, so you guys were all acting? This can't be happening. This seriously can't be happening right now. So when you contacted me, everything you said was all lies, too?
Exactly. Don't get me wrong, Dad still needs care and all, but he's living normally. He is not as sick as you and Rachel hoped.
But why?
Why do you think? Think about it. Seriously, take a moment and think about it.
What about the inheritance then? What about the money?
What about it?
So, if he knows everything, he saw how I acted too?
Every single message. He reads them all. He's already changed the will and is working on it.
He can't do that! No! I'm his son still!
Aw, too bad. He already did, and there's nothing you can do about it. You'll probably only get the legal minimum now.
This is bullshit! I won't accept this! You can't do this to me! Do you know how much we put up with for this inheritance? Do you know how much work we had to put up?
Put up with? You mean how much I put up with?
Everything was just a trick! That's fraud! You all tricked me!
Fraud? That's rich coming from you. We may have tricked you, but you're the ones who chose to leave. You left as quickly as possible, too. We didn't make you leave. You couldn't wait to leave us. Don't blame us if he's written you off.
I'll fight this! He doesn't know what's going on, probably. I'm gonna fight this!
Besides, do you really have the time to worry about that? Instead of inheritance, you're getting sued. That is what you should be worried about.
That's impossible. We haven't done anything worth suing over. I'm not worried. That's not going to go anywhere.
Oh yeah? You want to bet? Dad and I have been collecting evidence. We have plenty of evidence to show. We are not worried about it. But you should. Plus, you said you're having a baby soon. You better start saving up.
Evidence of what? I didn't do anything wrong!
You really want to know? Rachel hasn't told you?
Told me what?
She's injured Dad several times while pretending to care for him. It wasn't an accident. She did it on purpose.
She what? What did she do?
I don't know if she was just frustrated, but that's enough reason to sue, isn't it?
That witch! I told her so many times to take proper care of Dad. Oh, I knew she'd screw up somehow.
Oh, now you're concerned about Dad's care?
We were there to take care of him, to show him we deserve his inheritance. Of course she needed to treat him well. Now look what she got us into.
You're just as bad. You always used to work as an excuse to avoid helping. You were no help.
That's different! I was working!
How is it different? And when you did help, you half-assed everything. Do you know how much stress you've caused for everyone?
That's not enough reason to sue!
No. What about neglect? Do you want me to remind you of what you did? Okay, another reason of how you treated me. Dumping all the housework and caregiving on a high school student. Forcing me to quit my activities.
You agreed to that!
Did I have a choice? If I wasn't coming home, Dad would have nobody. That's plenty of reason to sue too.
Come on, you can't be serious about suing. We're family!
Family? Now you care about family? Dad and I have been holding back all this time.
Holding back what exactly?
He couldn't protect me if he tried to force you out of the house. He cried, telling me to be patient until we could prepare the lawsuit. Do you understand how he felt?
Dad cried?
How dare you talk about family after what you did to your own father? You are not my family anymore.
Okay, we were wrong. We're sorry, okay? Tell him we'll help from now on, so please forgive us.
No, it's definitely too late for that. You and Rachel left as soon as you heard Dad was bedridden. That was the final straw. The lawsuit's already prepared.
So, I'll lose both the inheritance and have to pay damages?
Exactly. Dad said the damage will probably be more than what you would have inherited. You and Rachel won't have anything left.
This is ridiculous! I can't accept this!
What's ridiculous is how you treated us. So, now that you know what is going to happen, what are you going to do about it? Dad may not be bedridden, but he's still elderly. He already had health issues. He probably doesn't have much time left either way.
Oh, whatever. Then I'll take all your inheritance when that happens. You're gonna have to give it to me anyway.
What? Are you crazy? Why would I have to do that? That is absolutely crazy to think that way.
You're just a kid. It's inappropriate for you to get that much money.
A kid? I thought I was adult enough to handle all the caregiving.
You're still underage, so we're saying we'll use it for you. I'll bring the paperwork later, so sign it.
You are so pathetic.
Dad, is it true that you're doing fine and not bedridden?
It is. I'm doing well, actually. I still need help, but Emily has been wonderful.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Son, is it true you're having a baby?
Who told you that?
Emily mentioned it.
Yes, it's true.
A child is a big responsibility. Are you ready for that responsibility?
Of course I am.
Like you were ready to care for me?
That's different.
How so?
I'm sorry, Dad. I was wrong. Please forgive me.
What's this about? What are you apologizing for?
Everything, the inheritance, the care,
Be specific.
I've caused you a lot of pain and trouble. I'll apologize as much as needed. Just please don't sue me.
Is that what this is about? The lawsuit?
Please, Dad, I'm sorry.
You're apologizing to the wrong person.
What do you mean?
The one you've really troubled is Emily.
I I apologized to her too.
Have you?
I sent her a message.
If you have time to apologize to me, apologize to her. You must be sincere.
I already apologized to Emmy.
When?
I texted her earlier.
You call that brief message an apology? That doesn't count.
What else am I supposed to do?
And I heard you even got angry at her afterward. If you were really sorry, you wouldn't do that.
Emily wouldn't listen to me.
Should she?
I was trying to fix things.
Of course she wouldn't. None of this would have happened if you hadn't forced me to file a lawsuit.
I didn't force you.
Didn't you? And now you're still blaming others? As your father, I'm ashamed.
Let's not talk about that now.
When should we talk about it then?
Please, just don't go through with the lawsuit.
Give me one good reason.
What if it makes your condition worse?
Now you care about my condition?
That wouldn't be fair to Emily. Dad, you're not young anymore. You need to take care of yourself.
That's rich coming from someone who never cared about my well-being.
I did care.
When? You have no right to say such things when you've shown zero concern for me.
I'm about to be a father.
Exactly. You're about to become a father. Take responsibility for your actions.
I am taking responsibility.
How can you face your child? Can you proudly tell them how you mocked your father and sacrificed your sister for an inheritance?
That's none of your business.
Everything about my children is my business. Taking responsibility for your child's mistakes is a parent's duty.
I don't need your lectures.
Clearly you do.
That's not necessary.
Being a parent means doing what's unnecessary. You're about to become a father. If you can't take responsibility for your own actions, how will you handle your child's?
I'll figure it out. I'll be fine.
Like you've figured out caring for me? If you can't do that, you shouldn't become a father at all.
You don't mean that.
I do. Think about it. Just be better.
Dad went through with the lawsuit against my brother and his wife, just as he said he would. The evidence was collected, along with the text messages to prove they abandoned Dad, was enough to win the case. Nathan and Rachel were ordered to pay damages. Nathan paid his share of the damages in full without argument. Rachel tried to fight it, but Nathan convinced her to pay. We haven't had direct contact with them since. Though Dad told me that Nathan and Rachel ended up getting divorced. Apparently, even after their baby was born, Rachel didn't change. She still refused to do any housework or childcare. Nathan finally had enough and filed for divorce. Maybe Dad's words changed something in Nathan. I don't know how Nathan's child will turn up, but I hope they receive all the love Nathan can give. As for me, I'm focusing on my studies as high school graduation approaches. Things have gone much easier since we hired a caregiver to help with Dad. Eventually, Dad's condition might worsen to the point where home care isn't possible. Until then, I want to keep living together with him.